Hello everyone, welcome back to Monday's market update. So let's go through the markets, let's see what Bitcoin has been up to, and let's plan for the week ahead. First of all, don't forget, we have got, Bootcamp on the last Sunday of each month. And so we're in a new month now, we're in a month of June. So we've got Bootcamp the last Sunday of June. So if you are interested in that, head to the website and secure your seat. Of course, we've also got masterclasses, which are one-to-one sessions for anyone's mainly aimed at beginners / intermediate traders who are looking to, learn about trading in a structured, systematic way, going through the trading syllabus. Now on Discord, feel free to hit me up on Discord. Discord is, free access, and we've got, our Discord channels where we post our trades. We've also got our profit wall where we post, our profits. And the most recent one was this long trade from 67,716. We're going to talk about how I got into this trade, and we're going to talk about, future trades. So, let's get straight into the price action. Now, ignore this, guys. Ignore this because we have, lots of positions open here, but these aren't actual positions. This is just due to lots of the back testing I've been doing this weekend. Okay, so we've been doing some very extensive level of back testing this weekend. And as we can see, it goes all the way back. Now, I'm just testing a few different strategies. I'm testing a few strategies that I will be releasing soon. But I'm just going back to see, just to make sure that anything I'm giving out here works, and it is working. But regardless, let's ignore that. As it is Monday, I think it's a good time to get a good overview of the market. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a fresh chart. Okay, not fully fresh because all my charts look like they've been busy, but just an overview of what the market's been up to, and then we can work our way down and look at the trade and plan the trades for the coming week. Obviously, we've got this massive bull cycle. We've had a retracement. We've had the SFP of that high, giving us a second entry with bearish divergence. We've changed market structure bearish. Now we've flipped market structure bullish again. However, this bullish flipping market structure has resulted in a very, very mediocre break from the high. Our prior all-time high was about 69,281. And now our recent all-time high is coming in at around 73,805. These are rough estimates, these aren't exact. But anyways, I say that to say, well, that break above was mediocre. However, we've retraced and we look to be working our way back within this range back towards the all-time high. We still have the same weekly level that needs to break before we can consider being bearish on the weekly, and we still have the same daily level that needs to break before we can continue being bearish on the daily. All right, now yes, this looks a bit messy, but bear with me. If we get rid of this, all we can see here is that we've been playing in this range for a long time. And as far as our range goes, we know how ranges work. Ranges like to oscillate and rotate from range low to range high. So where is our range low and where is our range high? Well, our range low is coming in at around 56,753, and a range high at the all-time high. So all we've done really is we've made that first incision, and now we're coming back and we're looking to work our way back up for that second entry. This is what we're looking out for. Of course, look to be having another nice range model here, distribution, which we're going to look to see how I was able to play that one. So we're going to zoom in now. Let's go back into the messier chart. We're going to zoom in now and we're going to see, okay, there was one trade I entered. Where is that trade? How did I enter that trade? Guys, ignore this. Just ignore this. I know this looks so messy. Ignore this if you can. That's just from my extensive backtest. But anyways, what do I want you to see here? The only thing I really want you to pay attention to here is, right, we've got range high, we've got our range low. Okay, that's our range. We have, we kind of, got this internal range within. So we have a range within a range. This is the internal range. This being the external range. All right. So right now, what we're looking to do, we're looking to break out of this internal range, perhaps have a retest for that continuation up. That's what we are looking to do, and that's what we're doing at the moment. So I guess we better zoom in to see, this accumulation model we had here. How did it go about? So first of all, we had what looks to be, it didn't at the time, but what looks to be like a clear Trinity Model 1, where you have a low, another low that printing successively lower than a prior low, a breaking structure. We can see that breaking structure. However, usually this breaking structure would lead to a Model 2, i.e. A higher low. However, it didn't. It came down for another wick for the 3 tap, which is not very common, all right, but it's what we got, and that's what we're playing at the moment. And then over the weekend, of course, we had kind of a little bit suspicious market structure. I mean, look at that. How's that for market structure? How's that for a low volume weekend? All right, so really not much action here, and what looks like almost kind of just a straight line of very tiny narrow bars. So not much action over there. So how was I able to enter this trade then? This is the trade I'm currently in. It's a nice trade, and I've taken profits several times, and I'm still in that trade. Well, the way I entered that trade is very simple. I realized we had an accumulation model over here. I realized that we are in the discount section of our range, this being the range, this being a discount of our range, the lower half of our range. So what do we look for in a discount? We look for longs. All right. And not only did I realize that, I also realized that we kind of should be looking to at least rotate to this range high if we are going to fulfill that retest of that all-time high. Now based on that, I said, okay, cool, so where is it likely for us to get that reaction from? Now I realized that if we investigate deeper, we had a nice little zone over here. We had a nice demand zone over there, which is what we reacted from. But not only did we get all of that, we got market cipher, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the best indicators in the world. Market cipher giving you a nice bullish divergence. What's that? Well, as price is making lower lows, our momentum waves was making high highs. That was the first tell sign that yes, we're headed up. Now shortly after that, well, what followed? Well, if we look at the market structure, we have a market structure. Let's go on a 12-minute. This will be clearer. We have a market structure printing, on the way down, printing lower lows and lower highs. So as we can see, we've got lower lows and lower highs. However, that goes from printing lower lows to lower highs, not really going all the way to the bottom and then transitioning to printing high highs and high lows. So there we have it. We have a breaker structure there, and then we have that continuation up. Okay, so I actually entered here before we got that confirmed the full break. But for those of you who would have waited for the market structure flip, you would have entered around here. So similar entry. All right, so that's how I got into that one. Oh, I've got a lesson coming up. I've got a session soon, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. So anyway, so what's that? What does that mean then? Well, that means I'm still in that trade, and that's a trade that I've posted on Discord. That's this one here. It's currently up. I've currently done 4x on that one. And how did I do 4x? Well, as soon as I entered, I completely de-risked my trade as soon as I could. As soon as we got another breaking structure bullishly, I moved my stop loss to entry. And then I've just been taking profits on the way up. I took profits at the range high. And I'm still kind of looking to take more profits, but I'm letting about 10% of that trade ride because I've taken I've made what I need to make on that trade. All right, so where does that leave us? Well, that leaves us, we're still in this range. Well, at this range, what are we looking for? We're looking for a deflection or deviation from this range high. This being the range high, we can see that this range high is confluent with a nice 1 hour supply zone up there. Now, it does look to have pierced through that supply zone. However, it has pierced through that supply zone with what looks like a flip in market structure. Now, this is annoying. It's really annoying because I would like to see just a nice wick into the zone and then a flip. But what it's done is actually pierced through that zone. So if we perhaps follow the structure of this on the 10-minute, what do we see? Well, we can see on the way up, we've got higher highs, higher lows. We've got high, low, high. And then we have that breaking structure. We've got that retrace now. And, well, here we are. So I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised, if we get that continuation and that follow through down. I was supposed to enter a trade up here. I was very close to entering trade up here, and I should have. I was literally in a session, so I missed my signal, which is so annoying. But hey, that's the name of the game. You snooze, you lose. But there'll be multiple trades. But anyways, I'm going to be watching this area closely. And I won't be surprised if some of you are already in a short based off of this level. Now, I'm not in a short. I won't be surprised if you're in a short already. But if you are in a short, you need to be watching the charts very closely to see, are we going to break this structure here? If we start losing this level, then we're good to go. If we're able to lose this level, then we're good to go. And that's fine. That's cool. We're able to rotate that all the way down. All right. What happens here is very important. Okay, it's very important. Now, if you're already in a short, well, great, you're in profit. You're in profit just simply based off of that breaking structure. If you entered on the break, that's great. But if you waited for that retracement for better risk to reward, even better. Of course, your stop loss should not be up there. Your stop loss should be all the way up there. Okay, all right. And if you're looking to hold that trade that leads to the range low, you're looking at potentially a 4.6 risk to reward. All right, so definitely keep out for that one and watch that one. All right. Now, if you start to see a flip, let's look at perhaps a 2-minute time frame. Well, if you start to lose this level here, then perhaps think about closing that trade. Think about closing that trade and getting your tiny profits or being at break even. So that's kind of what I'm looking out for. Okay, what are my future trades now this week? Well, it's very simple. It's very, very simple for me. If we do break out of this range, right, we're going to be looking to see, can we get a pullback into zone and that continuation. Now, this break wasn't as juicy as I thought, but it's still a break nonetheless. All right. So it could be a situation where, right, we break out of the zone, we pull back, into the zone, a little bit deeper perhaps, and then we continue up to that range high. Okay. Now, obviously, we've got this zone that it seems that we have broken through, so we do have kind of a case for that continuation. But either way, you have to watch your market structure closely. Now, where would my next level for a trade be? Very simple. My next level is up here, all right? Because we've got that external range and then we've got that 4-hour supply above that range. So if price continues to head up, I'll be looking for this level all the way at the top. If I extend this across, I will be looking to see if price can give me something like this. Price breaks into the level, break structure, retraces all the way down. That'll be me. And I will be in for that trade. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at as far as my next trade goes. And that if that supply zone fails, well, I'm looking for the all-time high. Then we're back at the all-time high, I believe. Are we? Let me double check that. I know, guys, this is messy, but yeah, I was literally back testing all day on Sunday. Yeah, so if we do lose that 4-hour zone, we've got an 18-hour zone above. We're going to be looking for a short there. And after that, we're back for the all-time high. All right, so ignore my charts, guys. Excuse my charts. I promise it will be tidy by tomorrow. Okay, but that's basically what I'm looking out for. So I'm looking at short number 1 here. Looking to rotate that down. And after that, I'm also looking at short number 2. Short number 2 from this 18-hour zone. Looking to rotate that down. And of course, if that 18-hour zone fails, I'm going to be cautious, but I'm also going to look at short number 3 from the extreme. So the actual range extreme, okay? So that's it. Those are the zones I'm looking out for as far as my shorts. I realized that, cool, we're heading towards the premium part of our range. And are we looking for longs in premium? No, we are not. We're prioritizing shorts. Okay. So that's it. That's what I'm looking out for. And that's, as far as my analysis goes so far. Obviously, there are smaller things I could show you. But in terms of the high probability trades, those are what I've got my eyes on. So I hope you found that useful. Okay, now TJ, do we have any long trades in store? Yeah, of course we've got long trades. All right, but just be careful because we are in this range. Be careful with longs, especially in the equilibrium of your range. Just be careful with that. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this up, post a nice picture on the channel so you guys can see. I'm also going to post this on the Discord with some commentary. So yeah, if you found this information useful, don't forget to follow, don't forget to hit the subscribe. All right, and I will see you tomorrow.